Hi, I'm Lauren, and this year I have been trying to reconnect with my artistic roots, mostly collage and slapping color on paper. And so I decided to get into um, journaling as the idea of like, one, I probably have some stuff that I need to work out, not just in therapy, and then also I kind of like just having a place to do a little doodle, slap down a receipt that I got. I find that really helpful because the older I get, the more I forget. So I like the idea of maybe doing a bit of memory keeping and artistic exploration. To be honest, not a ton of planning in the traditional sense. So I'm using the Wonderland 222 all-in-one book for 2025. A lot of people really like Hobonichi. This is similar to that in the sense that it does have like monthly, weekly, and daily pages, and it does use the really wonderful Tomoegawa paper that they use in that. But I like this one because they are technically local to me. They're also in Washington State. And I like the layout of the book and the pages. They send really nice watercolor stickers with the books, which I love. Obviously, I'm making this video like almost halfway through the year, so I've already done a little bit of stuff in it. So this is my index of pages that I might actually want to refer to more than once. This I think was like a 4-year layout with all the dates. I don't really see the value in those, so I put some slightly more interesting stickers on them. I thought it would be really fun to do full page stickers. Immediately messed that up. You can see the crease here, but doing that pretty much day one in the book made it really easy to accept mistakes and however it worked out, and I think that helped me. On this page, I am basically keeping track of various health things that me, my pet, my car, or sometimes my husband go through. Just in case I need to look back later and see, like, was there a period where I was doing a bunch of stuff? If it looks like I have a lot of stuff going on, it's because I decided this year that I was going to basically go to the doctor for various things that were slightly annoying but not debilitating, just to see if I could improve it at all. So I'm not super sick or anything. I just made it a project this year to work on my health. They have quarterly pages in the Wonderland 222. That's what these are. I very ambitiously thought that I was going to have a gardening practice, I guess. So I put some stuff that I was going to do in the garden. None of that happened in Q1. So in Q2, I gave up on that. And now I mostly track stuff that's happening in World of Warcraft, which is a game that I like to play. Again, I was like really into the idea of the full page sticker, so I got this. I don't use it, but I like the rainbow part, and that's kind of it. They have, similar to the Hobonichi, the tracking style pages. In January, I was really trying to figure out like literally anything that I might want to put in here. And then as the months have gone on, I've decided what actually gets tracked, what I find valuable, that kind of stuff. So I imagine I'll probably change the list until the end of the year. This was a page that I didn't really have an idea of what to use because I didn't intend to do any planning in December, since I figured this will be January 1st to December 31st. So I've just come back to note some various fountain pen inks that I have been exploring. I think this was another December page, just honestly random stuff that I got in the mail over a period of time. Some marker swatches. I think this was a shipping mailer and then a sticker. And let's go to, oh yeah, this is my, I guess like my motto for the year, since I don't really do a word of the year. One of the cool things about the Wonderland 222 planner is that they have these like overview and review pages. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do about that. So I started kind of just remembering like, okay, what are the things that we like watched, read, played, places that we went to eat, orders that I'm waiting on, because I definitely forget about that kind of stuff. And then because I am also a knitter, tracking what sort of stuff is on my whips list. Since I'm not doing a ton of planning in here, but my family has a daily Wordle chat, I figured I would put my Wordle results in the monthly pages. I actually really like how this turned out. Obviously you can see some days I neglected to actually write down what the words were. That's fine because I can go back in the chat and at least see what my results were. But I really like the effect. I feel like the weeks probably have the most variety just because I still don't quite know how I want them to look. So I was originally doing kind of like micro journaling, like what did I do today? What did I eat today? Because again, I was working with the doctor on some stuff, some various tasks, and then kind of filling in with sticker barf after the fact. It actually took me, I think, until March to figure out this like review layout, but I kind of like how it turned out. Obviously the sections are unlabeled, so you can kind of decide what you want. I do like to take pictures. I'm trying to do it more often to remember more things, so I figured a representative pick of the month would be really good. Any finished objects from knitting, any books read. I'm trying to read more, and you'll see that I'm not achieving that very much. A favorite moment, and then because I have a CrossFit subscription and it does cost, you know, significant amount of money, I want to track like how often am I going, am I using my subscription? So I have the count of days there. And then the January days, again, are just like really a catch-all of anything and everything. Obviously was like, okay, I'm going to do some actual journaling about things that I did. If I have like pictures, I want to include those. If I finish reading a book, I want to have like a review of what I thought of the book. Cool ephemera, obviously sticking that in there. Some random doodling. Enjoying some weird stickers. And then obviously kind of figuring out how do I want to make the text-only pages look a little more interesting. And sometimes that just means a lot of washi and stickers. And that's all for January.